the Bravo RTA from Wotofo. Let's have a look. Hey guys, Vick here, back with another review. Today we're looking at this, the Bravo RTA from Wotofo. What is it? It is a 25mm RTA, top fill, 810 drip tip compatible, comes with a 510 drip tip converter as well. Comes as standard 4.5mm capacity, but it does come with an extra bubble tank, glass tank, so you can up the capacity to 6mm. It's got what they're calling a brand new deck design. It's got clamp posts that drop down, and they say it makes it easier to use your fancier coils, your Claptons, your Flaptons, your Aliens, etc. Without any twisting, out any issues there. It's also got a very interesting airflow, which I'll show you down low, and is going to be available in a range of colours. It's a very cloudy tank. It is a high wattage intended RTA. I am at a mere 66 watts and it is vaping like this. What we'll do, we'll go down low, have a good close look at this. I'll show you a nice clean one, and then I'll show you the build I've got in this, and then we'll come back up top for pros and cons. See you in a sec. Okay guys, here we are down low with the Bravo RTA from Wotofo. Really cool packaging as always. This is a brand new one that I haven't used. Makes it easier to show you guys. Opening her up and putting this to one side. This is what you get in the case. This is the blue one. Lovely matching blue drip tip. We will come back to this. Also, you get a spare glass tank. This is the bubble one, up in the capacity to 6mm, which is cool. You get a spare normal glass one as well, which is cool. And that little thing there is your 810 to 510 drip tip adapter. You get a manual, you get some spare coils, bit of cotton, and a screwdriver as well. So you're good to go. You are good to go with this stuff. So there we go, let's put that to one side. So this is the tank. Now, because we're in the UK, this one comes with, as you can see, some rubber inside. And this makes it TPD compliant, because it makes the capacity very, very small. So what they want you to do is take it apart and remove that rubber sleeve, opening it up to 4mm capacity with the straight glass tank on it. So let's start at the top. Really cool sort of resin style drip tip. Goon tips fit in here, no problem. But it comes with a lovely tip, so you're laughing from the get-go. If you like your 510 tips, you can use that adapter, obviously. But yeah, really cool resin drip tip. Wish I had a blue mod or something I could use this with, but I don't think I do. Top fill. Just unscrew this, and there is your top fill. No issue at all. Fill it up straight down there, no bother. You've then got your adjustable airflow. Closes and opens like that. Same on both sides. Nice and airy when it's fully open. Now, if you look inside there, can you see that? So it's going in this hole, and then it's going up that hole. Can you see that? And I'll show you that a bit more when we open it up inside. Bravo underneath, Wotofo on there, Wotofo.com on the bottom as well. The other nice thing I'd like to point out here, really nice protruding pin here. So, you know, I would say that this would be excellent on mechs. No safety issue on mechs there at all. Do be safe, do be careful, do check your pin. But it looks like they've very deliberately made a very nicely protruding pin. So, screwing the deck off like this, like that, and we are left with this rubber bung thing. The best thing to do is probably get this off as well, and push it out. Let's do that. So once you've got it apart, you've got your top cap off and you've got your deck off. To get rid of this rubber thing, you literally just pop this top off and whip it off like that, and say goodbye to that. You won't need that again. Pop this slide disc back on and you are good to go. back to how it should be with 4 mil capacity. Obviously, you can see here how easily the glass comes off and on. So putting on your bubble tank, you're not going to have any issues cracking the glass or anything like that. Also means very easy to dismantle this thing for cleaning, which is always a good thing with RTAs. Looking inside, looks like we've got like a gold-plated situation going on there, or heat-treated inside or something. It looks very fancy. Very cool indeed. You can see that it is slightly beveled inside as well, adding to the flavour in that chamber. So that's that piece. Obviously, the magic of an RTA happens at the deck. This is what we've got going on. Very, very simple indeed. I'll show you mine built up in a second. But effectively, coil down the middle, 2 big lovely wick holes, pop it straight down there. Don't go too far deep down there, just pop it in, and you are good to go. You can see the airflow now. So it comes in through the bottom, and it goes up through here, giving you that beautiful undercoil style vape. There you go, you can see now. That hole there corresponds with this hole there, and the airflow goes right up. Let's find a screwdriver. Here we go. So, with screwdriver, you can see how this deck is going on. You can loosen this, and loosen this, like that. And your coil goes in there, your coil goes in that lovely hole there. Meaning, you know, your flat wires, your Claptons, Aliens, etc., they go in here, no twisting, really nice and easy. Because it's a 2-post affair, really easy to centre your coils. Let's just tighten this back up. You just want to keep doing both sides a bit until it's all nicely tight and clamped up, like that. Really, really cool deck. Very clever deck, very well implemented, and really easy to build on. Very, very good indeed. Let's just pop this back together. No issue with threading, O-rings, build quality, anything like that. It's all perfect. Puts together nicely, and there is your lovely blue tank. I have been rocking this one, the gunmetal one. Looking a bit like that. Let's take this off and you can see my build. Here we go. This is what I've got going on here. As you can see, very well used. I've really enjoyed using this tank. Very well used, but I've basically just got a Clapton down both sides, and you just stick your wick down both holes, and it just wicks like an absolute champion all day. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, there's no kinks, there's no quirks, there's no issue to tell you with the way you wick it. It's completely self-explanatory. You just bob your wick down that hole, and it's a beast. It's a beast. No issues. So let's go back up top and have a chat, and we'll talk about this, the Bravo RTA from Wotofo. Let's go up top. Okay guys, that was the Bravo down low. I'm going to lay it all on the line straight away. I am absolutely loving this RTA. Absolutely loving it. The best high wattage RTA I have used for a really long time. Really long time. Flavour is fantastic. Airflow is smooth. Flavour is perfect. Wicking, building, no issues at all, and I think it's a very good looking tank. Wotofo have done some really garish drip tips, but this gunmetal one with this sort of grey style drip tip, it looks fantastic. I think it's a great looking RTA. 25mm wide, so it's a big boy. It depends on your style, your taste, as to how you'll find it, but I think 25mm RTAs are going to be the thing now. They're going to be the way it is going. Things have just got bigger, haven't they? And that is the way it is. Top fill, no issues with that. The capacity, don't forget it's got those 2 options. With the capacity, you can use the bubble tank to up it to 6mm. That does obviously mean that it's over the TPD capacity, but as I showed you down low, it comes, if you're getting it in the UK, you're getting it from a UK vendor, it comes with a very handy workaround in the form of a rubber inner blocker, which you can rip out. So, yeah, very, very nice. Vaping like this, I'm at 60 watts, but I could easily go 80, 90 watts with this and have no issue. Vaping like this. Just a great vape. It's just a great vape. I was really surprised. I was really surprised when I got this. I wasn't expecting too much, but the overarching vapor quality that I immediately got the second I set this up just took this to another level, and I have been using this all the time. I think this is the third build I've got in here now, and I absolutely love it. I love the way they've done the wicking. I showed it you down low. It just means that there's never going to be any debate, any confusion, any clarity required on how you wick this. It's the way you wick it, it's the way you wick it, and it works great. It's great. It's really good. The deck inside, they've not tried to squeeze as much deck space as they can in there. It's just the right amount of size. All the proportions on this tank are very, very good. Another thing that RTAs sometimes suffer from is threading and knurling and all that. In terms of the top fill, can be quite janky. This one is not. So it's got this knurl design, so it's really easy to grip. It turns straight off, and you can thread it back on, no issue at all. Fits goon tips, 8-10 size tips, no problem at all with that. And it comes with a nice tip as well, which I do like. Available in a range of colours. It'll be available from all the places you can usually get Wotofo gear. I'll put links in the description and all that sort of stuff. Really, really nice tank. If I was going to nitpick, if I was going to try and find some negatives for this tank, I would say that if you're a sub 50 watt vapor, sub 45 watt vapor, something like that, you like your RTAs under 45 watts, there are other RTAs available. This one is a cloudy thing. It works best 40 to 100 watts. That's its range. It's a cloudy thing. I don't think you're going to get the most out of it below that wattage range. The only other thing I would possibly level at this is because of this airflow design where you're cutting into the RTA and then it's going up a hole. Obviously it can get a tiny bit messy in the groove because the juice, occasionally you're going to get a tiny bit of juice down there, or even just condensation down there, and it does sort of sit in that little cave of airflow. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it for the way the airflow works and how well the airflow works. But yeah, just bear in mind, you're going to get a tiny bit of juice in there. It's not super easy to get like a Q-tip in and clean it or anything like that, but just give it a rinse when you're next building on it. Vaping like this, lovely vape. Obviously, a major issue with high wattage RTAs is wicking speed. This has no issue with wicking speed at all. You can go as high VG as you want. This thing is just designed to wick so well. It's a brilliant tank. It's a brilliant tank. I'm not going to go too far on. I don't have a big list of negatives to give you. I think it looks great. I think it works great. I think it vapes great. I have no issue with it. The posts are they're fine. They're fine. It's a very elegant way of building. You just literally put your flat things in and just tighten those screws back up, and it clamps back up. It's absolutely fine. No issue at all. As good a high wattage RTA as I've used, genuinely do believe that. It's a massive thumbs up from me. Really, really impressed with this thing. It's excellent. I've been Vick, and I'll see you again soon.